Oh my God, I had to stop because the care worker was here and she was here for about an hour. As you all know, um, a survivor of, well, many things really. I'm uh, an abused child survivor, and I'm a survivor of an acoustic neuroma, a brain tumor, which was slowly killing me. This was an adult. I'm also a survivor of a battered wife, not, you know, battered every day, you know, but, emotionally, mainly, I was battered psychologically and emotionally, mainly. And anyway, it all amount to me developing this brain tumor, which was slowly killing me. And the medical, one particular neurologist, sussed it. She found it in the nick of time. And the procedure was very stormy. I hemorrhaged. I had a breathing tube attached to my throat. I had a feeding tube attached to my stomach. And did I say I hemorrhaged? Yeah, I hemorrhaged. They had to put a shunt on my head to prevent the bleeding, and they had to drain, the excess blood we get in there, and the water, oh, the whole thing was just horrid, 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 a nightmare. And they said, um, I'm lucky to be alive, they're still saying it. I'm just so lucky to be alive, and they really don't know how I survived. And anyway, the coma, when I went into a coma, they thought, that's it, that's it. You won't wake up from the coma. But I did. And I remember, whilst I was in the coma, I used to dream a lot. I used to dream of the ocean and darkness, pitch dark, and light, excessive light, very, very bright light. And I used to dream of um, being on an aeroplane and going from side to side on the aeroplane. It's weird stuff. And 2014, a miracle happened. The amnesia started lifting. So I was able to go online to find out about what I could do to further help myself to heal, my brain and my body, And I did. I found ways, I found that I could buy CDs and I could read books on the subject matter, which I did. That's what I did. I still wasn't able to go out, so I used to get care workers to do it for me. And my memory wasn't 100%, but yet, I could, I don't know, I could tell these care workers what I wanted, and and the writing as well. Although my memory wasn't 100%, I was still able to write. I was there. I was still able to write my poetry, to write songs, and write various genres about, mainly about psychological thrillers. And oh, it was weird stuff, weird stuff. And here I am today, 2017, with my own channel. And uh, yeah, these con artists, they con me severely. They swapped because initially I paid down for an antique table, very unusual table, a table that could be folded, and I was going to use it for my bedside because it comes with free tier, like cake, very unusual, and it goes with my wardrobe. You see my wardrobe, and it was that color, and when the guy told me the price, I thought, oh great, it's oh god, great, and. And what they did when I took this care worker I had, Steffano, when I described it to him, he said, he took an interest. He said, oh, I could do with that because I only live in one room. So I could do with something that folds away. And he said to me, oh, he was going to pick it up for me. But he didn't. Instead, the shopkeeper delivered it 2 days later. Um, just he turned up on my doorstep. Um, During the night, when it was very dark. So, and when he came into my gaff, my gaff was dimly lit. So I didn't notice the table had been swapped until the next day. And when I did ring the shopkeeper, he insisted that, oh, antique, I delivered it for you. This is antique, Oh, people can be so nasty, evil and demonic, taking advantage of me, you know, taking advantage of me, So I said to him, oh, you can stuff the bloody money. I don't care about the money. It's a table I wanted. I wanted the table. It's my table, and you guys have swapped it, and you've given me rubbish, a piece of junk, a piece of bloody rubbish, you know. Bloody hell. Anyway, I'm keeping it as evidence because the thing is, I never get receipt from him. I bought a hat from him. I bought this. I bought this. I pick up very unusual things. I pick up very unusual things from the guy, and I never get a receipt from him, I never get a receipt. Oh, God, honestly. So, so they ruined my day for 2 days. I cried. I cried for 2 days because the table, it was so unusual. And it was my treat, because, I've got so much things wrong with me medically. And anyway, it was about the cancer. And I wanted something to cheer me up, you know. So I came across this unusual table, and they took it, they stole it, they swapped it for another piece of rubbish. Anyway, I'm going to discuss this with you today, my science, and the great African warrior is no more. The majestic African rulers are no more. Africa has been put under a spell. It seems that way. African people are now asleep. Yeah, yeah. They have become the walking dead. They now worship a white Jesus, and they say, oh, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter because in my mind, is what I believe in my mind. That's how they what's the word? God, I've gone blank. Yeah. Um, and a pale skinned God. Instead, yes, that's how they justified. That's how they justified their belief. They don't realize they try to talk their way out of the fact that they've become obedient mules. That's what they've become, obedient mules. You know, they only show their teeth. They only smile. For the pale skin. They become servitors to the pale skin. You know, it's ridiculous. Um, Instead of believing in the self, the self, yeah, they now look outside themselves for help and support. They no longer focus within for their salvation. They are now a race of people who are totally dependent on the pale race to be received, to be rescued, to be rescued from their fate. Because they actually believe that they're a race of cursed people. You know, they're just so confused. You know, they believe all the falseness, all the lies, and they live their life in bloody fear. Fear that they'll be attacked again. You know, if they don't do as they're told, if they don't please these people, if they don't pleasure these people, they're likely to be suffocated, to be erased from planet Earth. You know, they no longer have belief in themselves. You know, that's why a lot of them go around covering their crown chakra with a lot of trash. And that is why so many of them reach their skin, you know, because they believe that they'll be more accepted. Yeah, you know, it's about accepting the self, you know, it's about accepting the self. Never mind about what anyone thinks of you. I can't love you. You know, you have to love yourself, Jeff. You know, it's all about loving the self. Don't wait for me to do it, and then you think, I must be all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. If she's smiling at me, if she loves me, then I must be all right. No, dear, you've got to love yourself, dear. You know, you've got to love yourself. And I'm not telling you to become a narcissist. You know, like that, what do you call it, who saw his reflection in the river, in the water, and fell in love with his reflection. No, I'm not telling you to love that. No, not that kind of love, dear. Not narcissism, you know, but real love, not false love, real love. You know, really admire your skin tone. Really admire the tone of the feel of your hair. You know, really admiring your smile. You know, honestly. Oh. The decent descendants of Africa are in a trance. All right. Yeah, they are in a trance. Is selfish to each other and other blacks. Yeah. But flash their teeth at the pale race. Yeah. Ready to become their mules. You know, ride me, dear. Ride me, master. You know, ride me, master. I'll take you wherever you want to go. They are in that state through fear. Yeah, through fear. These people have had fear instilled in their memory bank. Bear in mind the brain is like a computer. They have been programmed into believing they are good for nothings. There are also many different types of fear. Yeah, there are many different types of fear. I'll leave that for you to work out. Most of, I said it before, most of them are covering their crown chakra, they're covering their heads, the women especially, with something that's called wig on, 100% human hair they call it, more like 100% horsehair, and dead people's hair, and you don't cover your crown chakra, your head, with anything dead, anything dead. Instead you revitalize what's on it. You give what's on it, already on it, life. You make what's already on it look lifeless, not lifeless, alive, alive, shone, and alive. And be proud of it. Be proud of it. And they go around bleaching their skin. And so they're not satisfied with the color they are. And all they have to do is eat the right stuff. All they have to do is do away with that awful diet they've been introduced to. Religion has got them completely fooled, confused, messed up. Basically, basically that's what religion has done. Yeah, that's what it has done. Every religion you can think of, that's what it has done. You know, people don't like to hear the truth now. You know, they say, oh, it's not my truth, it's your truth. It's not true. It's true to you, but it's not true for me. It's not my truth, it's your truth. Oh, God, I'm so. Let's be straight here. The pale race has made them gaga, stupid. No one else. Now they have become a nation of sinners. Sinners, where you wanna run? Where you gonna hide? Look into the very people who has imprisoned them. They look into these people for released. For released, for freedom. Oh, honestly, instead of freeing themselves, they're looking to these ruffians as well, because they're ruffians, blind bats, for release. I'm shaking you awake, Africans. Africa needs you. Do not remain blind and asleep. Even death. Some of you, even death, death, DEAF. They live in fear of being their true self. Because deep within her soul, they're afraid of being attacked. Yeah, they're afraid of being attacked. They believe if they reveal their true self, they'll be attacked like they were many moons ago. For centuries, for centuries, be licked upon, be raped, by the pale-skinned man. Should they not do things to please and pleasure him? For centuries, the Africans have been stripped down to nothing. Now is the time for healing. Healing, yeah, yeah. And turning to your captors isn't the answer. No, no, is not the answer. The answer is not blowing in the wind. It's within you, every one of you. So I sure can't love you. You need to love yourself truly. You need to be proud of this, this tone, skin tone. You need to be proud of that quality, that quality love, You need to look after them both, you know. Start by listening to music from days of old. Have you forgotten? Don't you know? You know, the original diet that was written for you to follow. Mind you, it's all about taking one step at a time, like a newborn baby. I'm going to change the subject completely here. My mother used to say, Sylvestina, why are you so stylish? I don't know where you got it from. I would like to say to them now, it's not something you can bit out of a kid, a person. They've naturally got what it takes. So parents, back up. Maybe I wasn't a pleasant parent. Perhaps I was too strict on my children, or they are just horrid and a nasty bunch. Yeah, yeah. There is so much self-hatred in the black community. Yeah, I'm going back to that as well. Something must be done. Only they can save their race. They have internalized all the negativity that's been thrown from all corners. Parents, the pale race, everybody. Look at yourself in a full-length mirror every day. If you're not happy with what you see, then do something about your image. Don't just diet. Change your diet. You're currently eating a load of sugary, fatty, and salty junk and rubbish. Your body desperately wants release. I'm gonna sing, okay? I'm gonna sing. It's called Soul Humming. I'm listening to my soul, and my soul is saying, black is the color. Melanin will always be in my skin. I'm extra special, 'cause I help the world go round. And the sun shines through the windows of soul. nourishing the land, making it all fastest green. Must protect myself away from any sorrow. So stop bruising me leisurely for your pleasure. Can you hear me, my dear? No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-huh, uh-uh, uh-huh. No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-huh. No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-huh. Use and abuse the show. You come knocking at the door, shouting out you're providing care to me. Then turn around and do what pleases you. Don't moan or groan, so you think it's okay, and mistakenly you see a pushover. I'm not here to make your working life plain sailing. I exist only for me. Am I dribbling? Shagging once in a while, just servicing sexual organs. Kept lubricated and oil. Watch the motor, my dear. As from today, I'm listening, I'm hearing my soul whispering in my ear. Never gonna let you in to cause more pain. Insulting me once in a while, damaging my soul all over again. My sixth sense is fine. Gladly welcome your presence. But stay away if stalking is on your mind. 'Cause I'm doing alright. Can you hear me, my dear? No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-uh, uh-uh. No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-uh. No more pain today. Uh-uh, uh-huh. Oh, that's it. Amen. Hallelujah. Peace. Peace, my brother. Peace, my sister.